We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
To throw is gone. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge it? This is going to be fun.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
180.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10.
Whirling.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From the gun, here's Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
It's the score, Lions 7, Dolphins 0. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Ready.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Random, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Operating from the gun. Lane completes it to Miller. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. Lane. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Goff now looking to throw. Pass incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Out of the gun. Gone. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, but we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Now Hill to return it. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
44-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of heal. You do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, you're up. 19 Lions. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
70 Lions.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw. Lane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeremy Ruckert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Value 3.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
Seven Pirates. Ready? Ready, right?
Throwing to start the drive. Lane. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Come on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
18 Cardinal. Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Viking 18.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready?
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage, they've been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And that one going to be slowed up before it can really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Give them the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Here we go. Strike. 60 Bison. Ready?
Up the middle, H.M. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 and not the 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Go.
H.M. will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Here's Hill on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Okay, ready?
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Right back to Njoku. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now, faster.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
60 Maverick, Panther 11.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Lane. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Two yards to go, second down. Back to throw, gone. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Gone. He'll try to pick it up himself. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him bring out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Ready?
LHN on first and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Operating from the gun, Lane. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
7 Pirates, 70 Timberwolves, 79 Broncos, 18 Pioneer.
They're going to try and throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jack Campbell with a pick. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
20. Hold on. Check.
Now gone. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You have to worry about them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Come on, come on. 70 Timberwolves. Check go.
Off play action. Lane. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
At the 46-yard line.
On the handoff, it's H.N. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go, set. Like it.
They'll run for it with H.N. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Again, it's H.N. A solid stiff arm. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Ready? Let's go now. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Get it. Cougar 19. Ready.
Looking to throw. Lane. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Wright, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And pass caught, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down,
Gibbs straight ahead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. There's Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Goff. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Hey, Flip!
Now it's gone. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, not giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, H.M. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down. 1st and 10.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual, because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one